Hiya, babe. Say, how about a little... Ouch.
Does that answer your question, buddy?
The Adventures of Maisie, starring Ann Southern. You all remember Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's famous Maisie picture. In just a moment, you'll hear Maisie in radio, starring the same glamorous star you all went to see and loved on the screen, Ann Southern. But first, your announcement. Here's Ann Southern as Maisie.
Yep, I'm Maisie, like the man said. I don't ask anything of life, and I don't get anything. Well, that's sort of breaking even, ain't it? I guess when I was a kid, I was vaccinated with a road map, because as far back as I can remember, I've been traveling. Right now, I'm in Reno. Oh, no, not for the usual reason. I ain't never been married yet. Also, I've been kicked around a lot by men of the opposite sex. And the way I figure it, there's only two kinds of men. Those you can trust and the majority. Anyway, here I am in Reno looking for the Blue Peacock Club. My agent got me a job there as a singer. I'm supposed to sing sad songs to make ex-wives and ex-husbands homesick. So they'll hurry home, marry somebody else, and then come back to Reno and start all over again. Ouch!
Say, why don't you look where you...
You? Jack Fuller.
Maisie Revere.
Say,
what are you doing?
Ladies first, Jack. What are you doing in Reno, the world's most famous separation center?
Well, it's this way, Maisie. I married a girl.
Well, you couldn't have made a better choice.
It ain't funny, McGee. You see, I love her.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. Care to tell me about it?
Well, it's this way, Maisie. Mm-hmm. I met Gloria. That's my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Right after I quit the job at the airplane factory you and I worked at.
Oh, yeah. I remember that place. You were vice president in charge of turning boat number 268, and I was in charge of 269. That is until the explosion.
I liked you, Maisie. A lot.
Mm.
You were different.
Yeah. But Gloria was differenter, huh?
Yeah. Say, this isn't the place to pour out my heart. How's about a soda, Maisie?
Love to. I'm a little dry after walking across the great American desert.
You walked?
Sure. The railroad only sells tickets to people with money. Some silly rule they got.
Golly, you must be real thirsty.
Well, I could use a drink. I stopped off at a little Mirage, but they were closed for lunch.
Well, come on.
Yeah, what'll it be, folks?
I'll just have a Coke.
What about you, miss?
Well, I'll have a double chocolate sundae with coconut, and whipped cream, marshmallow, bananas, and some shredded nuts.
No cherry?
Well, of course not. You think I want to get sick?
I hate myself for asking. 1 hash frozen.
And that's the story, Maisie. You see, after the wedding, I found out that Gloria wasn't exactly penniless. She had a fortune. It was terrible.
Some terrible, I'll say.
You see, her father was from Texas. He was a millionaire.
Well, naturally.
Well, when we got married, she agreed to live on what I make. Oh, I do all right. But one day...
You had a fight?
Yeah. How did you know we had a fight?
Well, that's obvious. You were married.
Yeah. But this wasn't just a plain little disagreement. You see...
Here's your Coke, mister. And here's your little tidbit, miss.
Thanks. Hey, wait a minute, Sonny. I can't eat this.
Who can?
You forgot a spoon.
Oh, here you are, miss. Coconut, whipped cream, marshmallow.
Now, Jack, where were we?
Up to the breakup, I think. Maisie, I can't figure Gloria's change of heart. She still loves me. I'm sure of it.
Oh, yeah? Then why is she going to court tomorrow for a divorce?
Look, Sonny, nobody asked you.
Yeah.
Maisie, you've just got to stop her from getting that divorce.
Stop her? How can I stop her?
Yeah, how can she stop her?
Well, I don't... Come on, Maisie, let's get out of here and go someplace where we can talk undisturbed. Here's your money, long ears.
Yeah, so long, Mr. Anthony. Sorry we can't stay for you to hear the rest. But this conversation is calculated to keep you in suspense.
Hey, miss, you left your gun parked on the stool.
Oh, that's all right. If I don't call for it in 30 days, it's yours. Well, you haven't answered the question yet, Jack. How am I supposed to stop the divorce?
I don't know, but you've got to do it. Even if you have to kidnap Gloria.
But kidnapping's a federal offense, honey. Besides, I won't have the time. I got a job.
Look, Maisie, I love her.
Oh, dear. Well, how about starting at the beginning and let me in on a few of the details? Like, what's all this about,
Well, Gloria was away visiting Daphne Ashburn when, well, all of a sudden her letters stopped.
Daphne Ashburn?
Uh-huh.
That don't listen like a gal you can trust.
Could be. You see, Daphne's a distant relation, a cousin twice removed.
Yeah, but she wasn't removed far enough, huh?
If Daphne's mixed up in this, I haven't been able to find it out. And I've tried. I tried to see Gloria and get an explanation.
And she wouldn't see you?
She had me thrown out of her hotel for pestering her.
Well, why don't you write her a letter?
I've written dozens. I don't believe she gets him. In fact, Maisie, I'm convinced something funny's going on. And I want you to move into that hotel and find out.
Hotel? Jack, when you move into a hotel, they always ask embarrassing questions. Like, when are you going to pay your bill?
I'll take care of the expenses. Now, here's a letter I've written, and if Gloria reads it, I think she'll give up this idea of a divorce. Some way I want you to get it to her and see that she reads it in person.
Well, I'll try, but I'm not...
Maisie, you've got to. You've got to find out who's poisoning Gloria's mind against me. You've got to stop that divorce.
But, Jack, you're asking me to be a detective, a regular private eye.
Please, Maisie, it means so much to me. Please.
Well, all right. But I've got a feeling that this may be one private eye that's headed for a punch in the nose. Yes?
It's Jerry the bellboy, Miss Maisie.
Oh. Come in, Jerry.
I came as soon as you called, and no, woo, woo, woo.
Gee, must be this new sweater I'm wearing, Jerry. Your eyes are bumping against your glasses.
Here's the ice you ordered, Maisie.
Well, you better put it on your forehead, Jerry. You look like you're running a temperature.
Oh,
Say, Jerry, maybe I can use you.
Huh?
I mean, I'd like you to do me a favor over and above your line of duty.
Well, I'm off duty at 5.
No, I don't mean that.
Oh.
Listen, Jerry, I got to see a certain woman in this hotel. Do you know Mrs. Gloria Fuller?
Gloria? Oh, sure, Maisie, sure. Of course, I don't like that Miss Daphne Ashburn that's always hanging around, or that oily Dr. Claves.
Dr. Clay?
Yeah, he's a doctor that treats Gloria.
Oh.
Only I can't see anything wrong with her, except maybe she's always sort of sleepy.
Sleepy?
Mm-hmm.
Jerry, how can I get in to see her?
Well, her husband was snooping around here till they threw him out, and it's a rule not to let anybody in to see her.
Oh, please, Jerry. Wouldn't you fix it? Just for little old me.
Oh, when you flutter your little old eyelashes like that at me, I'm your man. Look, it's the big suite at the end of the hall.
Yeah, at the end of the hall.
Yeah. I'm supposed to bring up Miss Gloria's mail about now. I'm a little late. So if you were to knock on the door, well, there you are.
Oh, thank you, Jerry. And one more thing. Well, what's Gloria Fuller like?
Oh, she's a sweetie pie. Say, she ain't wanted by Uncle Sam.
No, by Brother Jack.
Yes, come in, Jerry.
Excuse me, Mrs. Fuller, but...
I thought you were Jerry, the bellboy. Well, who are you?
I'm Maisie Revere, and I'm a good pal of your husband, and he loves you and wants you to read this letter, and he's such a swell guy. I think you're a fool if you divorce him, Gloria, and... Hey, wait a minute. You are Gloria Fuller, aren't you?
This is her room, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm supposed to give you this letter if you are. So here it is.
Thank you, but I'm sure it's no different from any of Jack's other letters. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Oh, no. I was supposed to make sure you read it in person. I promised Jack I wouldn't leave till you read it.
Oh,
so...
very well. Yes, just as I expected. Very well, you can tell Mr. Fuller that you kept your promise.
And you'll see him and talk to him?
Yes, in the divorce court tomorrow.
Oh.
Now, will you please leave?
Gee. You know, from what Jack and Jerry told me, I thought you'd be different.
Just what do you mean, different?
Well, they said you were a sweetie pie. But to me, you turned out to be all crust.
Such nerve. Why, you insolent cheap.
Cheap? Look, sister, I've been called lots of things in my time.
I'll bet you have. Now, please leave. I'm expecting friends for lunch.
Don't worry, Tootsie. I'm leaving. And be careful with that lunch. Don't tip over your saucer of milk.
Well, how do you figure that one, Daphne?
Claves, did you hear it all?
I happened to be bending over to tie my shoelace, and my ear came flush up to the keyhole.
Say, what if Gloria heard it?
Not a chance. Not with the sleeping pill I gave her. She'll be out for another half hour.
Good. Here's another letter. Can you take it up to your room and fix it up before she wakes up?
Naturally. I'll even have it fixed up before the beautiful Maisie gets through reporting back to Gloria's true loving husband. And I just wish I could hear what she has to say about the girl she thinks is the real Gloria.
Jerry, I've been looking for you for 2 hours.
Oh, I've been trying to help you solve this case, Maisie. So for the last couple hours, I've been upstairs, peeping in at Miss Gloria's keyhole.
Oh, did you find anything out, Jerry?
Yeah. She has a birthmark on her...
Oh, never mind. Gee, if I didn't give my solemn promise to Jack, I'd call the whole thing off. The next time I run into little Gloria, I hope I'm driving a truck.
Oh, gosh, but you wouldn't want to hurt Miss Gloria. Why, she's a doll. She's out of this world.
And I wish she'd stay out. Imagine that hunk of living proof that cousins shouldn't marry calling me cheap.
Oh, well, gosh, Maisie, she sure looks like an angel. Just look at her over there.
Where? I don't see her.
Sitting at that table right over there.
But that's not the woman I talked to. I mean, Jerry, who's that tall willowy girl coming to the table?
Well, that's Miss Daphne Ashbourne.
Oh, it is. And she told me she was Gloria Fuller, the female impersonator.
Maisie, where you going?
Well, now we'll see who can call me cheap. Say you.
This is the one, Gloria.
Are you Gloria Fuller?
Yes, I am, Miss Revere.
Well, now I smell a rat.
Oh, you do?
Yes, rat. Gloria, did you know that this woman passed herself off as you, and she read a letter from your husband, and Jack's one of the nicest guys in the world?
Yes,
and...
Miss Ashburn told me all about your visit at my suite.
Oh, she told you, huh?
Telephone call, Miss Ashburn. You can take it in the alcove there.
Oh, no, thank you, Jerry. I'll take it in my room. Well, I hope you're satisfied, Miss Peroxide of 1950.
Peroxide? Why,
Miss Revere, please.
Gee, what she makes me think of her. I should wash out my mind with DDT.
Miss Revere, I try not to think badly of anyone, so I suppose you don't know what was in Jack's letter.
Well, I didn't read it like old Needle knows, but I know he really loves you.
He does?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, he couldn't. In every letter he's written me lately, he's demanded money, a lot of money. That's why I broke off with him.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Well, here's the letter you brought. Here, I'll show you.
Let me see. I don't love you, so you can have your freedom. But I demand a 50-50 split of every cent you've got. Wait a minute. Is this Jack's writing?
I'd know it anywhere.
Oh, and dopey me. I thought he was a swell guy.
I used to think so, too.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry I bothered you, Gloria. And please, if I were you, I wouldn't let this hurt me too much.
It does hurt. Maybe I'm not as stout-hearted as you.
Oh, sure. Stout-hearted Maisie, that's me. A heart of oak and a head to match. Well, I'll tell that Jack Fuller a thing or two.
Hey, didn't you like him, Maisie?
Where's the phone booth, Jerry?
Oh, right around this corner.
I'll
there.
tell that Jack Fuller what a heel he is.
Here's a phone booth, Maisie. Oh, only there's somebody in it.
But I tell you, Daphne, I'm not drinking.
Jerry, that voice. Who is it?
Sounds like Dr. Clay.
I tell you no, Daphne, no.
Uh-huh. And he's talking to that Miss Daffy Daphne Ashford.
I was gambling, yes, and I've got to have some money. Now, look, you put $200 in an envelope and have Jerry the bellboy bring it to my room.
Uh-oh.
Why do you worry about money? We'll have plenty as soon as we get control of the Fuller dame. Sure, call Jerry right away.
Jerry, here behind the booth.
Yeah, Maisie. There he goes.
Well, I guess I won't call Jack Fuller after all. Jerry, something's wrong here, and I'm going to find out about it.
Yeah, and I'll help you, Maisie. As soon as I take that money to Dr. Clay.
Wait a minute. You're not going to take it to him, Jerry. I am.
Oh, but, Maisie, I don't trust Dr. Claves. I don't like him.